Now, let's get into another topic, man. We got to get into NBA not draft prospect, NBA draft pick, Lonzo Ball, who will be suiting up for the LA Lakers next season. So, if you guys don't already know, the Ball family has their own reality show, which is on Facebook, basically. So you can watch every episode on their fan page on Facebook. I think episode 1 came out earlier today, or not today, actually. I think it was a couple days ago, rather. But nonetheless, some people are kind of disturbed because of the fact that Lonzo Ball made some comments about certain rappers, basically. While he was in an interview, he kind of criticized Nas as being outdated.
What?
So this is it. I'm going to read the quote for you right now verbatim. This is what he said, and I quote. So somebody off camera says that Lonzo Ball should listen to some quote-unquote real hip-hop, and then Ball responds, and I quote, "That's not going to happen. Y'all outdated, man. Don't nobody listens to Nas no more. Real hip-hop is Migos and Future." So this is what he said verbatim on camera. I saw the interview myself. I thought it was a joke, but he actually said it. Now, this doesn't surprise me, but I'll let you guys know in a minute why it doesn't surprise me. But nonetheless, Goody, what is your take on this?
Doesn't surprise me because he's probably, 19, 20, right?
19.
Yeah.
He's born in, 97, I think?
Stupid as hell.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me.
Again, another member of the Trap Baby era.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Nas?
It's crazy.
Nas?
I mean, and
how dare you?
Yeah, right? And Nas is my favorite rapper of all time, so I'm just like, boy, please.
You better stop, bro.
Right? So here's my take on this. I'm not surprised that he said this because a few months ago he came out with his top 5 all time, basically.
Oh my God, who did he say?
So I can't remember the exact order, but basically Migos and Future were part of the top 5 all time.
Okay.
DMX was in there.
Yeah.
Pac was in there.
That's a good one.
And I can't remember who the 5th person was, but DMX and Pac are the more logical ones, I would say. Mm-hmm. But then he had a whole bunch of... The other 3 guys were trap guys, so Future, Migos. I can't remember who the other person was, but that was his top 5 all time. Now, going back to Nas, saying how nobody listens to Nas anymore, I don't know if he keeps his ear out to all music streams because of the fact that Nas probably had the best song on DJ Khaled's album last summer with Nas' album Done. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, Nas is still culturally relevant. He may not be relevant in the mainstream conscious in the level of like a Drake, for example, but that's all a different generation.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a certain amount of people who do listen to Nas who are like diehards, but then you may have your casual fans every now and again who will listen to Nas, but they're more in like an older bracket, so people who may be like 30 and up, most likely. Like even with Jay-Z, now Jay-Z's in a whole other stratosphere himself, but Jay-Z is as relevant as ever when he dropped the 444 album, very little promotion, and went platinum within a week, basically.
Spanked him.
Now, with Nas, he's had number 1 albums like either peak at number 1 or debut at number 1 ever like consistently ever since like 2001 was Stillmatic. And then even his last album, Life Is Good, which was released in 2012, that debuted at number 1 as well. Yeah. So it's like he has a relevance, and even with today's metrics that with streaming and what have you, he can still rise to like a number 1 charting spot or even just peak at the very least. And there's been many speculation as to when his album is going to be coming out and what have you. So people are waiting, people are clamoring, and he may just drop it out of nowhere one day and people will still buy it because he has the respect of hip hop and just the general music industry as a whole.
Yeah, and Nas put in so much work, he's on the caliber where he could do whatever he wants.
Exactly.
So it's like, if Nas want to drop now, he could drop now, and people are still going to buy it.
Exactly.
Like, even some of the younger generation guys that like to get their lyrical on. Like,
exactly.
They know what's going on.
Exactly.
But if you're into just the trap stuff, obviously you don't know what's going on.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. He's crazy for that.
He's crazy for that, but like, it almost goes to his age. I don't want to use his age as the entire excuse because I know there's young cats coming up who are his age who grew up on like Big Daddy Kane because of like their brothers or like
whoever was in the house. His generation, they retarded.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know like so anyone born in 97 or
Stupid
after that.
Fuck.
I call them the trap babies.
babies.
I call them the trap babies. They're the trap babies still.
Yeah,
Lonzo Ball. I mean.
They need guidance.
They do. But nonetheless, I'm not surprised. Like, I could give him Wankster of the Week for that, but I'm not going to because I almost expect that, which is kind of sad to say. But nonetheless, what do y'all think? Do you guys think that he was egregiously, flawed for that statement? Is that a reflection of the generation that we're now in?
Oh, for sure.
Hit me up on Twitter at DM_cool_the_cool_radio. Let me know your thoughts.